Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Sunday, the 4th of December. Firstly, apologies for the late video. So let's get straight into it. Secondly, could you give me a like or a subscribe? That'd be absolutely fantastic. Well, Saturday, I know we had a decent day, but I'm so frustrated with the day because the last horse, in my opinion, had a cracking chance of winning. I don't know if you realise, it was 6-4. This is the National Flat Race. Was it Helvellyn or something like that? It was 6-4 turning for home in running. And all it had to do was come in the first four. Well, what happened? Something flew from nowhere and pipped it for fourth. I think would have been guaranteed 125 quid just on the Yankee and the different bets with it. However, unfortunately, it wasn't to be. But we had a decent one on the. Maybe I'm getting confused now. On the main bet, we had a good return. You know, the three horses that made part of the Yankee. I'm getting really confused now. Sorry, the other bit was a 10 pence each way Lucky 63. That was it. Then I had multiples with it. The other part was the Yankee. So the Yankee and the accumulator was very unlucky, but also we're extremely unlucky. I don't know also if you realise that the first two horses that came unplaced at big prices, they actually both came fourth when they paid out in the first three. I know one of them the night before was 40s, but I didn't take the price because they tend to drift. I wasn't really expecting 40s to drift, but I didn't think it would end up 14s. And it was another horse that ran very well for the best part of the race was the Rebecca Curtis horse, which was one of the unplaced horses. But the football bet came up, and as I keep saying, it's not obviously clearly it's not going to always come up, but it kind of covers the bet for the day. And once again, it came up. Don't get me wrong, I was twitching because it was 1-1 in the Mansfield match, and all we needed one more goal. But they decided to wait until I think it was the 94th minute. Yeah, thanks. But anyway, it came up, so that was, I think it was £46. So that completely paid for the day, regardless of the horses. But we were very unfortunate with the horses. But also, it was a decent return on the horses as well. Then on to Wolverhampton. I picked the first. I had Dream Harder? That one at 7-1. Flat Cap Callum's came third, I believe. And then in the next race, it came place. Then unfortunately, it came out of the placings, but it still returned £7 something for the places, and it would have made a much better return had the last horse, Looking for Linda, which was 9-2, backed into. I think it honestly touched 15-8 at one point, but then it drifted again from 11-4, which it drifted to, and then I think it even touched 7-2 in the end again. Anyway, enough waffling. Even though we're having profitable days, I do believe we are still being extremely unlucky. It's like on the Friday, I know I said I was going to into, but on the Friday, how many, what did we, did we have a winner, was it? And then all the other three horses, I think one ran terribly, but I think the other two actually led or jumped the last in front and to be collared late on. So it's been like really frustrating, but they've been profitable days, or at least money back, and we've been unlucky. So I think, granted a bit of luck, I think we've got a decent day. Hopefully, it'll come before Christmas. But anyway, yes, I'm finally going to get into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way. But anyway, get into it. So the first bet I'm having twice. It's a 10 pence each way Lucky 15 and a 50 pence each way accumulator. The first bet, I am taking SP on all the selections. The second bet, exactly the same selections, but I am taking the prices. One of the bets gives you the cash out option. The one where you take the prices gives you the cash out option. So let's get into it. Yeah. Fia Fuinidh at SP in 11.35 at Kelso. The Ferry Master at 1:05 at Kelso, paying 4 places instead of 3. This is with Skybet, by the way. So I always go or try and go for the extra place races. The third selection is the most interesting. Ginger Point in the 2:40 at Kelso, paying 4 places into 3. This horse is crying out for this distance. However, it's been held up at held up at Hexham over 2 miles. It's now stepping up nearly a mile, basically. We know it stays because it used to be a point-to-pointer, so it was regularly running over 3 miles. So I personally believe that this horse has got a handicap mark based on, well, It's not just personally believe. It's obvious. This horse has got a handicap mark. Or don't get me wrong, it's not run too badly, but its handicap mark is based entirely on running over 2 miles, which is too short for it. So basically, in my opinion, it's a very well handicapped horse because now it's stepping up to the distance it really wants. 2 miles, 6.5, or at least heading towards 3 mile. So it's Ginger Point. I'm just hoping that if it jumps to first year okay, which it should generally be a slower pace, so it should be absolutely fine. I think it's got a cracking chance. And the final selection in this bet is Coolkill at SP in the 3:15 at Kelso, paying 4 places instead of 3. Well, I'm going to scroll down now, and as you can see, you'll see the 50p each way accumulator. Then you'll see the 50. No, you won't. Right. This next bet and final bet, it kind of contradicts. It kind of contradicts what the selections I've already had, or we could say it complements them. I don't know. Some of the races we might have a couple of runners in. What it is, I think this time of year, and also for the bigger meetings. Well, this is a bigger meeting for Kelso. I think is it the Borders National? I think it is. Well, you've got the green colours with a yellow sash. I don't know if you can remember it. It's Raymond Anderson Green, I think it is. Well, they've got 4 runners today, and I am going to include all 4 of them because I don't know if he's a Scottish guy or he's quite a famous bloke, or he is within racing, especially the colours. So I've gone for all 4 of his selections in an each way Yankee. Bear with me. An each way Yankee. 50 pence each way 4 folds, or accumulators, you want to call it, and 30 pence each way trebles. The bet comes to a tenner basically. So these are the selections. So it's a 30 pence each way Yankee. Dunnet Head at 15t. I know it's not an each way price, but should it win, it then makes it so there's a nice amount going to the next one. 11.35 at Kelso. Flower of Scotland at 11 to 2 in the 1 at Kelso, paying 4 places instead of 3. Pasture Beach at 10 to 1 in the 2:40 at Kelso, paying 4 instead of 3. And finally, Traprain Law at 6 to 1 in the 3:15 at Kelso, paying 4 instead of 3. So that's a 30 pence each way Yankee, a 50 pence each way 4 folds, or accumulator as you call it, and then 30 pence each way trebles. I think the entire bet, that bet comes to a tenner. I think the entire day comes to £18. So you haven't got to put that on. Reduce it if that's what you want to do. But that's all the selection. So if you're still here, please give me a like or subscribe. That would be absolutely fantastic. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. By the way, I will be back tonight, ready for Monday. Then that could well be a break until Thursday, ready for Friday. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.